Good morning, friends. I know I've been MIA a little bit on here, not just with lives, but with informative posts too. And I apologize for that, but I'm still here. I'm whispering because I'm sitting in front of my window and my neighbor is right there. And I think he thinks I'm crazy that I'm talking to myself, which sometimes I am. Okay. I know Lisa had asked for an eyeshadow tutorial, and I'm not going to do that today. I'll do that either tomorrow or Thursday, Lisa, I promise. But I do have some new people, and a couple ladies are getting their very first orders today. So I'm going to do a hack. Surprise, surprise. For anyone who's new here, hi, I'm Karen. This is my page. I'm 57. I'm 56. I'll be 57. I live in Pennsylvania and in New Jersey. I spend a lot of time at my little beach condo in Jersey. So this is Seint makeup. It's makeup that's all in one compact. It's custom built for you based on your shades and colors that you like. And I can help you out with that. So I'm going to start, it's kind of like paint by number. So I'm going to start with my contour, and this scares a lot of women. Don't be scared of contour. First of all, don't be scared of makeup. It should be fun. There is, there's a little bit of a learning curve because this is different than what we all grew up doing. So, you just have to play around with it. Nobody starts off an expert at anything, and I am by no means an expert at makeup, but I've learned a lot in the 4+ years that I've been using Seint, and the over 2 years that I've been an artist with Seint. So I'm just putting this contour out of these shades. These here, these are my highlight and contour shades. The contour is the darkest, so I like to start with contour. And I just place it where it goes. And I'm not going to blend it yet. I'm going to wait until, just so that you guys can see, I'm going to wait until I'm ready to blend it so that you can see the magic happen, okay? This is my brightening shade, and as you can see, it's much lighter than my contour. Think of this as your concealer. You can also now see how very red my nose is. I've got a lot of discoloration on my face. I have melasma. I have a lot of redness. Around my eyes are green and yellow. So I've got a lot going on. And wait until you see what this makeup does to cover it. Okay, I'm using now the buff brush. That was the smaller end. I'm going to flip it over to the bigger end. And now my son was calling. It scared the crud out of me. This is my main highlight color now. I'm still not blending. I'm just kind of putting it where it goes. This main highlight color, this is what you would normally think of as your foundation. So see how nicely it just covered that red up? And what I'm doing with this now is I'm just filling in the blanks. It's my neighbor again. He's an older guy, so I don't know if he can hear me over here talking or not, but what typically happens is I get on these lives and I'm sitting in front of my windows on the other side of this, and of course it's open. This is all just natural light, by the way. I don't have a ring light on or anything. I just have my shade open at my window. And it's nice today, so I don't have air conditioning on, so my actual window is open, so I think he can hear me. Okay. I filled in the blanks with this main shade. And as you can see, that, check out my mirror, that covered my redness pretty good. Now I'm going to blend. I'm going to pick up the blush and bronzer brush, the smaller end. I'm going to make light little circles all around. I like to blend. Everybody does this different. It's just a matter of preference, how you like to blend. I'm very careful around my eyes because I have these bags. See them? See how when I tilt up, they're not as noticeable? It's all about shadows, ladies. So I am going to blend this in. I'm being really careful around my eyes to just kind of lightly dab or stipple it into my skin. Now, I'm not gonna switch brushes. Now I'm gonna blend that contour. Now it's time to blend this contour. Remember I put that on first? So with contour, you wanna put it along your cheekbone and blend up and back. Don't give yourself a contour beard. And if you happen to go a little low, remember that brush that I just blended? I just put the highlights on with? You can just kind of erase it. See that? See how that gives me like a nice chiseled look? And let's do the other side. Just really light. Up and back. And there we go. That's my foundation. If you were here from the beginning, you saw that I just put it where it belonged. And it matches up with my skin. It matches up with my neck. That's what we're always shooting for. Did you ever, I was watching a show the other night, and the woman, she was given like a confessional. It was like a reality show. And she's beautiful and she has the most beautiful skin, but her face does not match up with her neck. It drives me insane. So that's what we're always trying to do. I love a natural look. So I always want to look like effortless. Let's put it that way, okay? I'm now gonna go and put some lip and cheek on. I'm using Sunshine State. I know y'all are probably tired of hearing me say it. It's the June shade of the month, but it was a limited edition before, so they retired it and they brought it back for June as the shade of the month, and it's selling like hotcakes because it's just that pretty. I mean, look at that. I'm gonna use it on my lips too. It's this shade right here. Let me put it on my finger for you. So it's like a pinkish, and it's got rose gold in it. It's the prettiest color. It's just perfect. So I actually bought, I can't remember how many I bought because I don't want to be without it again. They're coming today. So yes, I paid for them because I wanted them that bad. I'm going to do my brows. Here it is. This is our line brush. It has a spoolie on one end, and it has this little angled brush on the other end. Now, we're trying to use everything in one compact. So I have not, aside from my brushes, I have not used anything that is not in this compact. So if you like to fill in your your brows with a cream, I would suggest using your contour color. This color right here, the dark color that I put here, and I'm gonna actually put it down the sides of my nose in a minute too. But I like to use a powder. This is Trust. It's an eyeshadow. And you just simply pick it up, tap off, and I'm gonna use my mirror over here to cheat. And you just start filling in your brows. Now, I get my hair colored. Shocker, I know. And so I will every once in a while get my brows tinted, but I never know what color my hair is going to be. So I just like to do it this way. And it literally takes like a minute. I mean, look at the difference between the two of them. Something I never used to do before I started using this makeup was fill in my brows. Well, I had to, because ladies, if you're around my age and you've got some of those wisdom hairs coming in, aka gray hairs, don't pluck them from your eyebrows. I learned the hard way. They don't grow back. So on this brow, this is my problem child brow, I have a bald spot right in there that I like to concentrate on filling in. And look at that, just like that. I like my brows a little bit bolder. But if you don't like them this, you know what, let me even this out a little bit. If you don't like them this bold, then we can use a different shade for you. Like I said, my whole compact is custom for me. I color match you to those first shades that I used in the beginning so that it matches your neck, your chest, your décolletage, everything. So I will color match you to that. But the rest of this is a matter of preference. Your lip and cheek colors, your brow color is usually something that will closely match your hair color. Your eyeshadows, that's all a matter of preference. So there's no waste. When I run out of something, like I'm getting low on these tins, I just pop them out and I buy another tin. When it comes, I just pop it back in. This is Audrey. This is how our tins come. You just pop it out, take your compact and say I was replacing something, and boom, you pop it in. And it's done. I actually want to take that out because I don't want it to get dark from my contour. But that's how it works. And then if you don't want to put it in your compact, if you just want to carry it around with you, you just leave it in the tin. It easily slides in and out. Okay? Now, something else that I never used to do before I became a Seint artist or started using Seint was contour my nose. And I don't know why. I don't know why I didn't do this. Maybe I didn't know about it. Maybe I didn't know it was a thing. It's a thing. I just gave myself a nose job. Now, I need to blend out this line a little bit because nobody wants evidence. So notice how I'm concentrating away from the bridge of my nose. And look at how nice and slender my nose looks. And I don't have any visible lines that someone's going to be like, she used contour to slim her nose. And just in case I went a little too far in the middle, I just use my finger to pick up that brightening shade, aka your concealer shade. I'm just going to put that down the center of my nose. Looks good off camera. Now, cream makeup does make you a little bit dewy looking, which is, you know, see that? It's going to get worse because I'm going to use the setting spray. But I'll do that now only because I want to, I'm not going to do an eyeshadow today. You must set cream makeup. And I like to use an old brush. It's huge. I like to spray my setting spray all over the brush, make it nice and wet, and then I dab it onto my face. First of all, this feels good. Second of all, I control where the spray is going, and I know that I've gotten it in all the little nooks and crannies where I want it. Again, matter of preference, just something I like to do. Spray my setting spray to set my makeup onto a huge, I mean, this is a huge brush. I have a big head, and it's almost the size of my head. Okay, while that setting spray is drying, and again, see the shine? They call it dewy. I'm 56. It looks sweaty on me. I don't want to look dewy, so I'm going to let that dry. But while that is drying, let me get out my mascara. I'm going to do my mascara. We do not sell mascara. So this is something that is not in my compact. I apologize because it's really boring watching someone put mascara on. But I'm showing you how I do my makeup every single day that I wear makeup. I don't wear makeup every day. So while that setting spray, and with the setting spray, while it's drying, I do this. And what that setting spray does is it basically locks in your makeup. So cream makeup is wonderful, especially for mature skin like mine, because it won't settle into your fine lines and wrinkles, but it does have to be set. So that setting spray that I just put on my face is, think of it as like a barrier. It's going to set my makeup. My makeup is going to stay all day. I'm not going to have to reapply whatsoever. I'm a weirdo. I like two different mascaras. One for the top and one for the bottom. It's actually not the mascara, although I do like these two mascaras. It's more the wand. See how that's a tapered wand? I like to use the tapered wand because it gets into these corners, and for my lower lashes, I feel like I have more control when it's tapered. Okay. I might do a second layer of mascara off camera. Just I don't want anybody to be like, this is so boring. Why am I watching this? All right, so that is dry. Yes, it's dry. See how shiny I am? Karen doesn't like shiny. So I'm going to take a setting powder. Now we have vanilla dust. Do I have vanilla dust here? Yes, I do. You know what? I'm going to use vanilla dust. Again, it's in your compact. I have this loose setting powder from Fenty Beauty. I think it's Rihanna's line. Paid a fortune for it. It's good. I'm not going to badmouth it. It's very good. I love it. I use it. But I want to show you that we actually have a setting powder. This is a packed powder, and that is a loose powder. But all you have to do is rub your brush in it and pick up some of that powder and watch. The shine will go away. Now, why isn't that powder going to settle into my fine lines and wrinkles? Because I put the setting spray on first. Remember I said it's a barrier? And I'm also not bombing, like powder bombing my face. I'm only putting it on the shiny parts. I'm being very strategic with it. And I'm still keeping my very natural look. I mean, I have makeup on, but, and I'll post a before and after picture, but if you didn't know how I started with all the redness and discoloration, you would maybe think I barely have anything on. And I really do barely have anything on. Since it's all one layer, and you use very little product with cream makeup, it really, that's part of the joy that it gives you this very natural look. Now, just like I used my an eyeshadow to fill in my brows, I'm going to use my contour to line my lips. So I didn't need a brow pencil, and now I don't need a lip liner. we're using products in our compact. And for those of you ladies who travel, this makeup is amazing to travel with. Not just because you can carry it onto a plane, but because it's cream and not liquid, it won't spill. And you could do it in the car. You can do it on the train on the way to work in the morning. I mean, you can do it at the, your kid's softball game if you're sitting in the car waiting. I mean, it just is so versatile. All right. Remember that Sunshine State, June shade of the month, that I put on my cheeks? I'm going to put a little, I did put a little bit from my finger onto my lips. It's such a pretty color. I'm telling you, if you do not have this, you must get it. Now, I'm also in love with Audrey. Not a girl. A lip and cheek color. And I just wiped off my brush because this is Audrey. This is the one that I was showing you in the tin earlier. It's the same one, these two. So, I love it so much. I'm gonna, now I first run my brush into Sunshine State for my lips, and now I'm rubbing it into Audrey. And Audrey is just going to slightly change the color. Look, I love Sunshine State, but I love me some Audrey too. And for me, the two of them together is fire. You know what? I might stick some Audrey on my cheeks too. What do we think? Barely notice a difference, but oh, it's just so pretty. I love it so much. I don't think I powdered my nose. Okay, I'm done. I am ready to go out the door. No shine. But my face looks very natural. I look invigorated. I don't look tired. And if I'm not sitting here talking to myself most of the time, if I'm not on camera, hand to God, my makeup takes 5 minutes. If I do an eyeshadow, might take me 7, 8 minutes. It's insane. So if you don't like spending a lot of time on your makeup, reach out to me. It's all about, this hair. It's all about the color match, ladies. The color match is key, only because it's too hard to guess what colors you should be with your highlights and your contours. So the point of this makeup is that I color match you so that you don't have to guess. And we have a 30-day exchange and a 30-day return policy. So if you don't like it, or I got the colors wrong, which, knock on wood, I haven't done in over 2 years yet, then you can exchange it. So if you would like a color match, it's colormatchbykaren.com. It's a simple form that you fill out. Yes, I'm some woman on the internet, but I'm a real lady. And if you, lady, that's so weird. And if you're not comfortable giving me like your name and your address, your email, all of that stuff so that I can get your color match back to you, then just message me and we can do it that way. I'm here to serve you. I'm not like one of these people that's going to harass you. There's no minimums with Seint. So there's no subscription. You don't have to pay an annual fee. You don't have to buy a minimum amount. You buy what you want when you want. And the tins are, 12 to $16, I think. These are $14 each, and they will last you, depending on how often you do your makeup, they will last you anywhere from minimum 3 months, maximum 9 to 12 months, I would say. I mean, the lip and cheeks, these are the lip and cheeks. Well, there's a lot more, but these are some of them that I keep in my compact. You use different ones. And so these will last you well over a year. So $14. The eyeshadows, they're so highly pigmented that they also last you a very, very, very long time. So if you're interested, reach out to me. I would be more than happy to answer questions, to color match you. Oh, that's the one thing with this loose powder. It makes a mess. Anything that you need. So I hope you all have a great Tuesday. I'm going to have a tip Tuesday. I haven't thought about it yet, what I want it to be. So stay tuned for that, and stay tuned for the before and after picture. Bye.